Hey, it's Adrienne. Today is day one of a 106-day challenge for me. So, what does that mean? It means this is day one, and I am going to create a video every day for the next 106 days. The reason I'm doing this is because, as the owner of Tornado Marketing and as somebody who spends a lot of time in transformation, I'm always talking about progress, not perfection. And a big believer of it, and I live it. But I think I need to step up my game and be more progress, not perfection. And there's a lot of things that hold us back. Like, I don't look good. It's morning. And so, yeah, I didn't put on any makeup, and that is one of the things in my challenge. I do have one of my little tools here. So this is what I call my Don't Break the Chain challenge. So I've got all 106 days out here that I am going to have to do. So I want to make sure I keep going every day. So I said, okay, there's a couple things that hold us back of not living into progress, not perfection. One is I won't look good. Number two is I can't be perfect. Now I look at this calendar and I say, okay, I've got a cruise for a week. I don't even think I'll have cell coverage, so probably will miss that week. I've got Christmas. I've got Thanksgiving. So yeah, so there's a possibility I'm going to miss a few days. But guess what? If I do most of it, it'll still be better than doing none of it. Now, why am I doing this 106-day challenge? And why 106 days? Why not 100 days? Well, one, because one other thing I believe is when you want your life to change, you start when you want it to change. You don't start because now I have to wait 6 days, so it makes it an even 100. Or sometimes we do wait till Monday, but I really believe the moment you want to change, start changing right then. And there's a few things I want to change. And one of the biggest ones has to do with consistency. So I started this year, 2018, going to Michael Hyatt's Best Year Ever, and I was going to have the best year ever. And that impetus started sort of in reaction to having a milestone birthday and, being an empty nester the first time, a lot of life changes. And so I wanted to create the best year ever. Well, what happens when you want to have the best year ever? Here's what happens. If you want to have a breakthrough, you are going to have breakdowns. Both my computers died, my phone died, my website I had to move from one platform to the other, so I'm still in the midst of transition there. I tried to switch accounting systems, that didn't work, so now I'm switching to second accounting system, which means I had to redo everything. My health took a little setback, I just became a little more inconsistent at the gym and more with the nutrition than anything. So I am starting this 106-day challenge, and I've got and that's a long challenge for me. Usually I'm great with the whole 30, power through 30 days. 106 days, that is really a stretch for me to do that. But the reason I'm doing it, and the reason I'm doing it this way is that one, I need public accountability, because if my promise is only to myself, it's super easy to break that promise, right? Diet will start Monday. And then you're like, well, Tuesday. Okay, well, what? Next Monday, And so we have this snooze button of things that are important but not urgent, especially to ourselves. Especially if the promise is only to ourselves, we haven't said anything, it's easy to let ourselves off the hook. So I'm creating the public accountability. Two, I'm also showing, it doesn't have to be 100 days. It doesn't have to be 30 days. You can pick whatever arbitrary number. Today's the day I want my life to change. Today's the day my life is going to begin to change. So I'm starting this video challenge. And then separately from this, I'm doing a 30-day diet challenge. And that's another thing I want to really get control of. So just back on we've had the summer, it's been great, but just drinking a little too much, wine and having a little too much barbecue, and, you can just feel those pounds sort of creeping in, and less than that, and more than that, just not having the energy. And I want more energy because, I'm going to have my best life ever. And so I'm ready for the breakthrough part of the best year ever. And I hope you'll join me on this journey as we just see how it goes. Thanks.